Hello, this is Chinwe from Fountain of Resources, the blog site that gets you living life and living it to the fullest. I'm on the topic what women really want from their men, and this is part 2. To get the hang of this topic, I think you should also start from part 1 so that you can make a meaningful whole. In part 1 of this post, some of the qualities a woman wants in her man, such as security, consisting of financial, social, cultural, political, and economic aspects were enumerated. Then stability/faithfulness, of which trust and honesty. Then listening/attentiveness and love and acceptance. All these were dealt with in part 1. In this final part, I will be looking at many other qualities that women really want in their men. So ride with me. Other qualities that all women crave and yearn for in their men include 1. Again, leadership and assertiveness. Women like leaders who are in control and can lead them right, just like the good book in Ephesians 5:23 tells us. The husband provides leadership to his wife the way Christ does to his church, not by domineering, but by cherishing her. This is Message version. No woman wants a doormat for a partner. Rather, they want their men to assert themselves, asking for what they want, even if it makes them vulnerable. Every woman wants to know what issues their partners are having, so they will know how to help them. But some men rather die than lower their guards and tell their partners what they really want or need that will not make them look or be less of macho men. But surprisingly, most reasonable women love and respect the men that let them into their fears and deepest secrets. Healthy couples normally tell each other what they need, what aches them, and what help they need with them. It is difficult to be in a relationship with someone who is locked in. When men, including women, open their hearts to each other, an incredible bond is formed and freedom to love and relate ensures. Number 2 is chemistry/compatibility. Good old chemistry, yes, chemistry. No woman wants a man she is not connected to or attracted to emotionally and otherwise. Women are drawn to men mostly based on attraction and compatibility. Women seek connection of sort before they get involved. Without this connection, majority of women will not deal. And most times, this is the undoing of most women because chemistry, a good man does not make whole. So let us use our head also, not just our heart, as we choose. Number 3, chivalry. Women still want their men chivalrous even in this century. They want men who would woo them, bring them flowers, wine and dine them, and walk through the rain to visit without complaining. Contrary to what some men think about chivalry as weakness, on the contrary, it is strength to women. Very strong one at that. However, speed dating has dealt a big blow to chivalry, and women are not better off with the fast disappearance of this virtue that bring out the best in both men and women. I remember how our views in the 70s, 80s, and 90s treated us, their girls. Very delightful indeed. Then, very expensive, finely written love letters in colorful writing pads and adorable envelopes had all girls giggling, grinning, and smiling all day like Cheshire cats. The girls also were awesome in their replies to these love letters. Some very poetic boys and girls were even paid to craft the most amazing love letters that were copied over and over again till some of the expressions became cliches. Oh, what fun we had comparing whose boyfriend was the Coco lover. This is making me feel very nostalgic, so I'll write this nostalgia a little. I remember debating society days and how we used to prepare for the boys as they came in their school buses for the debate days. Girls would stretch their hairs while some of us would play it overnight so that when we lose it, the hair would appear grown and better. My hair, however, will never stay up half the day and shrink to its original size. That used to make me so angry. But once I climbed the stage to reel out my well-prepared speech, and the uproar from the audience at my lines of debate makes my hair, whether short or low, of no importance. The boys will mill around us trying to get our attention. And from that one debate, several letters will come in, and we will pick and choose the ones to respond to and the ones to trash. Those were the good old days. Boys will spend years wooing a girl and never as much as get a handshake. You can say the least for these days of instant gratification and speed dating. The point I'm trying to make here is that all the qualities that women should take their time to discover in a man so they can choose better is fast being eroded. When they are still there, most of the men hardly display them for being seen as weaklings. Another issue is that of speed dating, as young people rush in and out of relationships and so fail to allow time to study who they want to date or marry, all resulting in the high attrition of relationships and divorces, with the attendant effect in our society as children from fragmented homes pay the very ugly and high prices. We need to reconsider our ways, people. Number 4, personal grooming. Women love well-groomed men with manners and maturity. They love especially those that treat them with respect, making them feel beautiful. But the issue most times is that some well-groomed men are haughty and treat men that do not measure up to their supposed standard with contempt. So very smart women no longer give an arm and a leg to such men. Rather, they settle for men who love, support, and treat them with respect. Maturity and respect. Women want every mature man in their life. Women want very mature men, men who are secure and not threatened by a woman's success, a man that will respect and treat them as equal partners and not subservient props, added like more feather to their caps. Mature men who know when to overlook certain proclivities akin to the women folks and not always poke a finger at them. Men who will not allow relatives, friends, and others treat their wives or girlfriends poorly. Women want men they can look up to and learn from. They want men who support them in their career paths, especially those career paths that are the exclusive pleasures of men. Men who will stand with them through thick and thin. These are the kind of men women are willing to die for. I like the way the Bible puts it in 1 Peter 3:7. Likewise, husbands, live with your wives in an understanding way, showing honor to the woman as the weaker vessel, since they are heirs with you of the grace of life, so that your prayers may not be hindered. Number 6, empathy and compassion. Women adore empathic and compassionate men. Men who are sensitive to know when they are hurting and able to come to their aid. Nurturing, loving, assuring, and reassuring always. In a world we live in, people are so into themselves that even when their partners are hurting, they hardly know. And even when they do, could care less. These uncaring attitudes, like not being able to say sorry to your partner when they cry out in pain by either hitting their body part against an object or moaning or groaning in pain when sick. Incidents such as these are very disheartening and can do a lot of damage to relationships. The reason people hold on and hope that all will over time get better is that they feel loved. Expressions of love from loved ones are very key to the health and well-being of everyone, especially women. Number 7, sexual prowess. All women want their men to bring them pleasure in bed. Sexual chemistry alone, however, does not cut it, but the ability to deliver sizzling aesthetic pleasure in bed, that does it for all women. Yes, no wonder many women are willing to endure all manner of ills just for the pleasure of their partners. Just for the pleasure their partners bring through sexual gratification. The intimacy that sex brings, the connect and the bond that it generates is the glue that binds and helps sustain spousal relationships. So, men, here is the key. Sexual satisfaction that pleases both partners is key. Yes, it also helps keep the glue that bonds your relationships. Let's stop chasing after the winds outside and stay home. and bring pleasure to our wives so that our homes will be sustained by the love and bond that we share, that people share. Please, let's look at this. Number 8, appreciation. Women adore men that appreciate them. Being a woman is not moi moi. As Nigerians say, the chores associated with the roles of women are tedious. There is hardly any moment of rest for women who toil night and day to ensure the smooth running of their homes. Women's roles are daunting lately, from being major contributors economically to upholding and sustaining the spiritual climate of the home. You get to our churches, you see women everywhere. Where are the men? Most times I ask. Some few good men still come, but women are there always praying, interceding for their children, for their husbands, for the nation. Oh, add to it the arduous role of birthing, giving birth, nursing, raising children, keeping a home, running all other wifely roles, especially meeting the social needs of the men, especially the ones who are really needy in this area. All this for no appreciation of any kind. It can keep most women demoralized without any zeal to go an extra mile for the well-being of their homes. I know the drill here, with scourging words like, what do you even do? Cook? And so what? My friend, give me food and stop nagging. Or is it the one of, woman, get that child of yours to shut up. I want to rest. OMG. Women, especially Niger ones, really go through a lot. May the good Lord help and strengthen Niger women and all women all over the world for that matter. It is about time men start appreciating their women, and women their men also. It should actually be a vice versa thing for smooth and loving atmosphere to prevail always in homes. There are so many more qualities to add to this list, but the issue really is that women should not demand these qualities if they do not have corresponding ones to offer to their men folks. One good turn, they say, deserves another, I repeat. So whatever qualities any woman wants from any man, that woman should and ought to have the qualities men also want for their women. And so watch out for what men want from their women in my next post. Thank you so much for listening. You can read up the part 1 of this article in my blog site, www.fountainofresources.com, or view it in my YouTube channel at Chinwe Aganeku. And please do subscribe, like, and share. And I leave you with this word. I leave this for the women, I leave this for the men. The reason why God instituted the marriage institution is that we would live an exemplary life, so that the children we are raising will not just listen and hear what we say. They watch and they learn from the way we behave. When we build beautiful homes, our children watch and learn. And that way, we've raised these godly children who will replicate it. And our society would actually become a better one. We see the things that are going on. If we take our time to build our homes, we'll fix our society, and God in heaven is all smiles and raining his blessings upon us. So people, let's get back to the issue here. Our homes ought to be built for God and for our own good. And so I say, husbands, love your wives, and wives, respect your husbands, and may the power of the Holy Spirit that makes this possible be poured on all that have listened, and may all glory go to our God, the Father of all these good things that he has given us to enjoy freely in him. Thank you once more for listening. I sign off here. Chinwe Aganeku. Bless you.